Okay, continuing with the problems I gave you. Uh, the fourth problem was to give a commentary on what happened here. So they're trying to find the volume of a cylinder. Now we would find the volume of cylinder using pi r squared h, or in terms of diameter, that would be pi d on 2 squared times h. So that's pi on 4 times d squared times the height. So what they did was they took 8/9 of the diameter, squared it, and then multiplied by h. And so that means that then is 64 on 81 times d squared times h. So they are approximating pi on 4 by 64 on 81. And then all this, this here is where they're figuring out this formula, but there's a little bit of commentary that you could do on the units itself. So the formula that they did, the 8/9 d squared h, so they put in cubits, and of course they're going to get out units of cubits, and so then they make a conversion, and it looks like 1.5 car is 1 cubic cubit, and then the 5 hecot makes a car. Okay, that's all that you can say really about that. Okay, question 5 is this one. This is actually quite a controversial thing, where the Bible says the pi is 3. There's actually been a lot written about this. So Rabbi Nehemiah settled it in this kind of way. He said, well, let's say there's an outer circumference and an inner circumference. Okay, and that the 10 diameter is for the outer, and that the 30 is for the inside. So 10 will equal the inner diameter, let's call that d, plus 2 times w, where w is this width here. Okay, so that means, well, if that's the diameter of the inner wall, then the circumference of the inner circle is 30 divided by pi plus 2w, and now we've got a expression that we can solve for w. So the width is going to equal 1/2 10 minus 30 divided by pi, which is 5 minus 15 on pi cubits, which is approximately what? Around 0.225 cubits. Okay, and our last problem is this. So to understand this, we just need a nice little drawing. we've got a beam up against a wall like this. This is a problem that's been for 4,000 years. It's bugged math students. Okay, so let's say X is this and Y is this, and we're told that the beam is 30 Ga. Okay, so what are we doing? So we're subtracting 6 from 30, and we find that Y then is 24. Okay, and that's this is 24. Okay, we're up to there. We're squaring 24, obtaining 936. Basically, what's been happening is we're using the Pythagorean theorem. Okay, so x squared plus x squared equals 30 squared minus y squared, and 30 squared is 15, right? A half squared is a quarter, and y squared is that 24 squared is 936. And when we do that, we get 524. And the lower end of the beam is 15. So that was the first thing you had to put in here is 15. So x equals then the square root of 0.524, which is 18. We'll do this by a fraction because 524 is actually, so what is it? It's 5 on 60 plus 24 on 60 squared, which is 324 divided by 60 squared, right? And you take the square root of that, you get 18 divided by 60. So that's what's there. And so then this is 18 right there. But the main thing is we're using Pythagoras theorem to solve all this.